welcome back to All Things Black. I am your host here, Sean, and I have a new friend here today.
My name is Nautica.
Okay, thank you, Nautica, for coming on. Did you want to tell them anything about yourself?
Um, I'm in college. I'm a social work major. I do YouTube, so if you want to check that out.
Yeah, I'll follow. What's your YouTube?
My YouTube is Naughty by Nature, but it's like NAUT 3IBY space and nature. But that's a long name.
No, we'll write your name down and then we'll put it under the video.
Okay.
And y'all hear that? Y'all naughty by nature, Nautica, that right? Okay, we like that. Okay, all right. Okay, so here we go with the first question. Okay, so y'all know we are talking about colorism. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get in it. Okay, so first question: what does the word colorism mean to you?
Colorism means looking at somebody because of their skin color and not liking them. That's what it means.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it means. Okay. So, what do you think are some examples?
Again, Kodak Black. He don't
Right.
like dark skinned girls, even though he's dark skinned.
Right.
He would rather date somebody lighter like him. Honestly, I feel like a lot of sports players, black sports players, are colorists because a lot of them only been dating white women and marrying white women. Because I guess white women are better.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what they think. But
right. I got you. So, do you? What I just thought about. Do you think that like lighter women are like for these rappers or baseball players, whatever? Do you think there's like as they get more money, this is like a status thing? So like you don't want a darker woman because that's more like something you would do when you didn't have money. So now that you do have money, you feel like you're afforded a lighter woman.
So basically, you're saying if I get rich and I'd rather date a light skinned man rather than a dark skinned man, it's okay. Not that you, not that you're saying that.
Oh no.
I'm saying that's what I got out of that.
Yeah. Do you think that's how they? That's how
I
they
feel like yes, that's how.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's how I think they think too. Like now that I have more money, like I mean, I have more status, and a dark skinned woman is not for me or them. It's not associated with status.
Right.
So that's how I think about it. I think that a lot of people, sometimes I look like at music videos. I was looking at like Migos music videos, and like when they were just coming out, they had, never really had any dark skinned women, but they had darker women, black women. But as they got more money, it was the foreign women. So it's like seems people, if I have more money, I want a lighter one.
Right.
So, yeah.
I agree.
So, why do you believe people have negative attitudes about dark skin?
Because how we used to get portrayed as cartoons when it was like in the slavery times, they all the people were always dark skinned with really big lips and a really bright red lip color. And I guess since people saw that, they automatically assumed that when they actually saw us, that's what we were.
Right.
And I don't know. Like honestly, people just try to go in the same direction that society is moving, so they do what everybody else is doing, and nobody really has their own mind to what they actually are interested in, and the things like the kind of people that they like because the other people said that it's not good to like.
Okay. So, what role do you believe traditional media plays in promoting colorist stereotypes? I think for me, I feel like in certain shows, like for example, I'll give Marlon is a show on Netflix right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just like Martin.
Right? Is
Right.
it the six triplet songs, or is it like
So
that?
he got two on there. He got the six
Oh,
tuplets, and then he has
that's
Marlon.
that's
It's
the one that I thought was like really like Martin type, because he had like all these different characters that were him, and they all look different. It was a loud, it's like a loud black girl like that. You know, they
that
do that,
show is like that too.
huh?
Six tuplet show is like that too.
It's
Oh
but did you
my
see the cover of the thing? Like, it just looked like the girl is supposed to be perceived as like a ghetto black girl, and I'm gonna have to show you.
I believe it because Marlon. Oh my goodness, he says like some stuff that he says in Marlon, like um, it's two girls fighting, and he's like he calls it him his wife and another light skinned girl. He calls it light on light crime, which I thought was so cringy. And then yeah, and then there's another part where her best friend's working. He makes jokes about her all the time. And then there's another part where he's like, you need to make sure she doesn't have a problem with light skinned people. She might be like a mulatto killer or something. Like it's just so many cringy parts of the show, and they have her like so in the whole show, she always dresses really revealing and really, she's always really like loud and she's just always very stereotypical. Can't
Mhm.
find a man, can't stay with anybody too long. But his wife is the complete opposite. She's always dressed really, proper or covered up. She is only with Marlon, and even though they've been divorced, so they're like exact opposite.
So it's basically like Martin, because Martin used to bash
It's
Pam
basically
all
just
the
like
time. She was the dark skinned friend, and he used to be so mean to her in the
that's the same.
show. Celebrities, they be try they be trying to follow other people's concepts, but then try to make it their own. But
Thing.
even though he's doing that, he's still not making anything better. He's making it all the exact same. Like, you basically keeping this stereotype that black girls are loud and ghetto, and I can't. I don't. I
True.
can't.
Keeping it alive. He keeping it alive. I feel like a lot of these conversations that I've been having, celebrities are brought
It's
up a lot.
and it's always the black male celebrities though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's really true. Black women are not as celebrities. I don't think they would make it if they came out and said some of this, half of the stuff that a lot of these male celebrities
Right.
come out and say. That no black woman could come out and say, "I don't like dark skinned men." She wouldn't. She would never survive.
Right.
But black men can come out and say it. Kodak Black still has big songs. He's still famous. I mean, YG. He said what he said at a funeral,
What he
and
said.
he said that him and Nipsey have light skinned daughters that they gotta protect. He said that during his speech at the funeral. Yeah, during his speech at a funeral. Like you
What
could,
does her skin tone got to do with you protecting her? She your daughter, regardless if she was dark skinned, light skinned. You was supposed to protect her anyway, but you had to bring up her color.
yes. He said me and Nipsey have light skinned daughters that we had to protect. He could not say the colors until after the funeral. Like
Exactly. I don't.
it had to be there too. So I don't know. A lot of this is celebrities. So maybe we need to start watching who we are. Chris Brown. We need to
Right.
start, yeah.
Him, Bow Wow, little daughter. She said that she not black. She light skinned. I thought. I thought that was the same. I
I,
thought it was the same
I thought
thing.
it was the same thing.
Okay.
He had to be told by Bow
Right.
Wow.
He had to tell her she's
He had
not
to tell
light
me that.
skinned.
He
Yeah,
has
she's
to
not black. She's light skinned.
say, I guess. I just, I'm tired. Like
Chris
that
Brown don't want dark skinned girls in his section.
section, yeah.
Tory Lanez, he did that little video stunt where they put the light skinned girl in, and he took her out and put the dark skinned girl in, and then everybody found out that it was fake.
Girl, do you know how listen.
I was on his side. I was like, Tory Lanez. Oh. And then they put that up there talking about how y'all feel that it was staged. I'm like, are you serious? Like, this is the stuff that I don't understand because I don't get the purpose of it. Like, what were you trying to do? Did you not think people were going to find out that it was fake? And then we found out, like, well, I don't get the purpose.
Why couldn't he have just, if he had a problem with colorism, why couldn't he just put out a statement maybe condemning it? Why did you pull a stunt? You know, when I saw what he did, I was like, oh, okay, Tory Lanez. I downloaded his music. I went and downloaded all his albums. I was like, okay, Tory Lanez, you know, I'm on the wave now.
And then he messed it up. I guess he was trying to get the more dark skinned girls on his side, but I don't think that was the way to do it. No, he was trying to make it seem like he was trying to get dark skinned girls on his side, and then he got found out about.
he used us. Like, you didn't really, if you really felt some type of way about what was going on, then you would have put out maybe a public statement saying, okay, I don't like the way the world, blah, 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 whatever. Right. You could have, or you could have had a video, or you could have made a song, dark-skinned girls, okay? I mean, you could have done anything better than pulling a fake stunt. That was just, Donkey of the Day goes to Tory Lanez. Like, I cannot believe he set that up. And why do you think she wouldn't say anything about it?
I don't know. Like, and he didn't think.
He didn't think. And honestly, he got what he wanted, because as soon as I saw the video, I went and downloaded his music. I deleted it.
I started listening to him more. I was like, okay, Tory Lanez. Yeah, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm so confused. But another thing, you know, the Beyonce song Brown Skin Girl. Yeah. Now, it's about dark skinned girls.
Right.
Mainly.
Yeah, it is.
I keep seeing people, I was seeing people putting up videos, you know, like different races of girls who, like, Hispanic girls, they're called brown too. But they were doing a video, and I'm like, I know y'all saw Beyonce video, and I'm pretty sure ain't none of your people was in that video. So you know she was not talking about you.
Yeah, so I was talking to another girl, and she was talking about how maybe Beyonce should have just named it. I love the song. I listen to it all the time, but maybe she should have just named it. We were talking about how it may have been like safer for her to name it Brown Skin Girls rather than just to just name it Dark Skin Girls and just say Dark Skin Girls. I mean, rather than, because that would have been, to me, that would have been like.
But it was only dark-skinned girls in the video.
It was only, well, Chloe and Haley were in the video.
That's it.
That's true.
But they're still black, so it's not that big of a deal. But when other, I don't know. You know, I don't want
to. Another thing I think though is that, so especially in like the Latino or Hispanic, whatever people, I don't know which one it would be. I think people prefer to be called Latina. I think. In their community, they have issues with colorism too, which started a lot with like white supremacy too. So maybe brown skin girl for them was, because, a lot in their community. Now, black men do like, Latino women.
They would pick one of them before, no matter how dark, they had picked one of them before they had picked one of us.
Yeah. So I see what you're saying, but maybe for them, that song also talks about, colorism in their community. But for us, it's kind of like, to maybe hear them singing that song because that they're preferred over, so I feel like it's a little, yeah.
Like, I get that part, but at the same time, when she made the song, it wasn't about anybody but black.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out where they got this concept from, and I understand it's like it's different for all races, and I know that some like different races have darker people and stuff like that, but it wasn't about them.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, everybody wants to make everything, or everybody wants to be a part of it.
We can't never have anything, though. They try to take everything away from us. We can't have nothing without somebody coming in and trying to like make it about them. Like it's never just about us. And people talking about we're getting mad about it. It's because we can't have anything. Just let us have one song. Just one song that and nobody else messes with it. But they can't do that.
Did you see the light? Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you fine, you go. I don't even know what I was about to say.
Did you see the light-skinned girl video?
See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about, but this is what
it was big. A girl made a remix and she called it Light-Skinned Girl. And our
own race is taking this away from us.
I know.
Because it's not about them.
Yeah, I know. The crazy thing is, when I saw it, she is maybe going through like some type of color dysphoria type of thing, because she actually wasn't a light skinned girl, but she was from like a different so she was from like, and so she thought she was like, so I read like I saw the video she put up, and I read like her tweets and stuff, and she's from like she was from a country in Africa, where I don't know how, majority of the people look there or what features they have, but maybe in there she might have been considered a light skinned person, but she was like brown, and so that was a little confusing, but she made that she made the song with the video and everything. She's like yeah, girl, yeah. So, and it was a whole video. So you should go check it out.
I'm gonna have to now. I'm so confused.
People were not pleased. They were not pleased. So it was yeah. Sometimes it seems like you just can't have nothing. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we can go on. What role do you believe colorism plays in dating and marriage?
Well, if you want to have light-skinned kids, you're not gonna get with a dark-skinned girl. A lot of Black people be like, I want my child to have good hair, so they don't date Black people. They date other races, just because of how they want their kids to turn out. And I'm like, who said that we don't have good hair?
Okay.
Like, I don't understand. Like, why everybody think that we don't have good hair? Because we do. Our hair does stuff that nobody else's hair can do. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah. It's
also white women. Did you see on Twitter? It's a group of white women who only have sex with Black men so they can have interracial babies, and it's called like some black breeders or something like that. And it's a group just to have babies with Black men so they can have interracial babies. That's it.
No, I didn't see that. Okay. All right. So what do you believe is the difference between preference and colorism?
Okay.
Is there a difference?
Huh?
Is there a difference?
It is a difference.
Okay.
Preference is like, oh, I would prefer short girls. I prefer girls with long hair. I prefer girls with pretty eyes. I don't know. Colorism is, I'd rather date a white girl. I'd rather date a light-skinned girl. I don't date dark-skinned girls. Who says stuff like, people say stuff like this. What is colorism? I don't want to do this because I don't want my kids to look like this, or I'm trying to liven up it's something that they do. Certain type of families, they only want it to be light. It's a word for it though.
Yeah, I have read, it's called improve. You talking about like improving the race?
Right, that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's considered colorism.
Right.
But you saying, oh, I don't want no girl who super tall. Like, okay, you don't want to date no tall girls.
Right.
That's a preference.
Yeah.
That's not colorism.
Yeah.
They be trying to say a skin color is a preference, and it's not.
Yeah, it's a preference, but it's a preference rooted in colorism. Like, there's no people will say, "Oh, it's just my preference." Anytime I don't believe it's okay to have a skin color preference. So
No.
I colorism. So I mean, sure, it's your preference, but
Yes,
just be able to
preference.
stand in the fact that it's a colorist preference. So yeah, I agree with that. Okay. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, so we talked about this a little bit. How do you believe gender intersects with colorism?
Um, I would say dark skinned men are like the I don't know. I think they're kind of like a fetish for
Yeah,
other races. Because they don't like dark skinned girls, but they like our dark skinned men. Now I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. If he's dark, it doesn't make it never made any sense to me, and especially I don't like when I see like I hear dark skinned men say stuff like, let me think. It's just when dark skinned men do things that takes away from their own women in their own like you let they let these people talk about us and things like that, but for some reason they're praised.
yeah.
I i don't get it. I don't know. That's kind of a really hard question to answer. Because it's just something that I don't understand.
Yeah.
That
No, you answered it. It's different for dark skinned black women and dark skinned black men.
Yeah, it's very I
Okay.
don't know.
All right. So we just have a few more questions. I'll do this one. Okay. So, do you believe that colorism is institutionalized? Like, does it affect job status, socioeconomic status?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so because I've never heard anybody getting fired for being dark skinned. I heard them getting fired because they were black,
Yeah.
but not like specifically a certain color or them wearing a certain hairstyle, not because they were dark skinned and they were wearing it, but because they were black and they were wearing it.
Right.
So, um, I don't think so. No, I would say it's a race thing more than a colorism thing in the
Okay.
workplace.
So okay, so what do you think about? Okay, so there have been, or do you find it believable? So there have been some, a good bit of studies that have found that, like, overall, like, lighter tone black people are more likely to be in higher positions. They were more likely to be married, more likely to have higher paying jobs, and also there's another study that found that with if there was a light skinned black man and a dark skinned black man that went to a job, even with other things controlled, they would be more likely to give the job to
So
the lighter tone black person. Does that sound believable to you, or something that you think you or like anybody you know experienced?
I've never personally had to deal with anything like that, so I
Yeah,
can't really put myself there, and I haven't looked at any studies about it, but I
yeah,
would think that's weird. Like
yeah,
I've never heard of anything like. Well, actually, no. My friend once she told me that her grandma, cause she's like a light skin, she got the job over a dark skinned woman before. I do
yeah.
remember that. So I would say it does happen, but it hasn't happened to me
You okay? All
or
right,
anybody that I actually personally know. So
right. Okay, no, I understand. Okay, all right. And so we just got a few more. So what are some of your personal experiences with colorism,
you know,
if you have any?
I've had my brothers from the YouTube video, like my brothers, and then they used to bully me all the time because I was the darkest one out of the all of us, my brothers and my cousins, and they used to call me like skid mark and blackie and stuff like that. And like honestly, I used to feel so bad about myself when I was younger because they used to do that to me. But now I don't really like, my brothers are like super protective over me now. So, and my cousins. So now I haven't really experienced any, but it was a lot when I was younger. I never got it from like kids at school either. It was always from my family. So that's weird. But it
It's
was, yeah, it was weird. But I haven't really dealt with anything. Like I've never been told, "Oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl" or stuff
mhm.
like that before, like other people have. And I honestly wish they never experienced that, because that doesn't make any sense. Because that's just like somebody saying, "Oh, you're cute for a big girl." Like what?
Yeah,
What does my looks have to do with anything else?
yeah.
Like I don't understand. But no, I haven't really experienced anything lately. So just a long, long time ago. And I'm 21 now. So that was like when I was really young.
Yeah. Have your brothers ever said, any cousins ever said anything about, or have you ever said anything to them about it?
I never, I mean, they used to say they were just playing, but I don't think they ever knew how it actually made me feel. I never told them. The only person that I think ever knew was my mom. And that's because one day she like witnessed me in the mirror crying about it once. And I never brung it up to my cousins and be like, y'all really hurt my feelings when y'all did this, only because I'm really close with all of them now, and I feel like they were probably just playing when they said it. They were probably just playing when they said it, because now, like, I would feel like if they actually meant it, they would be saying the same thing to me now.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. You never know how people think, but we were all young. And I don't know. I'm not saying that it's okay that they did it, but we were all young when it was, and they don't do it now. So
Just give me their number. I just need to text them for research purposes. I just to send them just to send them a little text, a little good morning text. No, okay. All right. So we got two more, but we can put these together because they're like kind of the same thing.
okay.
So who is responsible for breaking the cycle of colorism, and do you believe it will ever end?
I feel like society is
Yeah.
responsible, especially the media part that plays, because they put light skinned girls on lighter people on everything. But if they didn't do that, if they portrayed black girls how like we actually should be portrayed, like especially the dark skinned ones, I doubt any of the stuff that's happening right now would be happening. But since they started off um degrading us and stuff like that, it's always gonna be stuck in somebody's head because that's what they were taught. So it's easy. It's not easy to unlearn something, for sure. It's not easy to unlearn it. And if they wouldn't, and I honestly, I don't think it would ever stop, because everybody already knows what they've seen from the TV. They've been taught that stuff, and I feel like it's gonna go on forever because it's been all these years and it's still going on.
Right.
And honestly, and the thing is, it went from us being black people being enslaved to black people not even seeing the value in some of their own,
People.
like people that's a part of their own race. And then not just the black people fault, because they learned this from media. But
Right.
I don't ever think that it'll stop. I always think it's gonna be like this. Like yes, dark skinned girls will get glorified sometimes, like they have been sometimes,
Mm.
but it's never gonna be a consistent thing with them. No.
All right. Well, that is all for
I
today.
hope I answered all the.
Okay.
This was
Well,
fun.
it was fun. Thanks, beautiful. Okay,
You're
this is
welcome.
really all things black. Thank you again, and bye.